everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do another How to Sound Like video. This time we're going to try and get the tones on one of the Arctic Monkeys B-sides, The Bakery, from the Fluorescent Adolescent single and EP. So before we get started, if you like this Sound Like video at any point, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. So in my opinion, Arctic Monkeys have some really killer B-sides that you could almost make an album out of yourself. And The Bakery is a really cool one with some really cool effects, and in my opinion, it's actually one of their best songs. So the reason why I decided to do this is because I was recently sent the Time Trap Delay by Kasleder effects. This is a really vintage style analog delay and actually uses famous Bucket Brigade chips in there, just like a lot of classic vintage delay pedals. It's a really killer one. I actually used it in my recent 4 out of 5 cover by the Arctic Monkeys and my remake of the cover I did for The Adults Are Talking by The Strokes. So that's going to be our main tone for Jamie's parts in this. So we'll look at Jamie's parts first. So obviously I'm using my 335 because that's what he was using around that time. So the signal chain is the 335, and then to get a bit of distortion, I'm running into the Pedals Rattler. Then after that, I'm running into the Danelectro Big Spender spinning speaker simulator to give us that kind of Houston techno rotosphere type tone. And then finally, I'm running into the Time Trap Delay, which you'll see the settings on screen anyway. The amp I'm running into is my Hamstead Artist 60 Plus RT, which is one of my favourite clean pedal platform amps. That's running into the Tone King Ironman 2 Attenuator, just to knock off a few dBs. Then into Celestion G12M 65 Greenback speaker that's been recorded by a Lewitt MTP440 dynamic microphone, which is like an SM57 with a tiny bit more bass. So there's also quite a lot of reverb coming from the Hamstead amp as well, but we'll break apart the parts anyway. So I couldn't find a multi-track for this, so I had to program the drums and record the bass in and then record the guitars in. So hopefully it's close enough to the original song, at least to get the guitar tones right. Speaking of programming drums, my good friend Henning Pauly from HP42 has actually released a drum programming course recently. He has tons of experience with arranging, recording, and has worked with some really famous artists over the years. And his drum course is designed to be able to teach people how to program really realistic sounding drums in pretty much any style as well. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll leave a link down in the description. Okay, so we'll go through the effects for Jamie's parts. I'll show the guitar straight into the amp first without any reverb. Then I'll kick on the Rattler for the distortion, then the Big Spender spinning speaker simulator for the rotosphere type tone, then the Time Trap Delay, and then finally the spring reverb on the amp, which has got quite a high mix as well. So the guitar straight into the amp sounds like this. So there you go, you could hear which each effect was doing to that. The Rattler to give us that nice distortion tone, the Big Spender spinning speaker simulator to give us that rotosphere type tone, then the Time Trap Delay to give us that kind of fast delay tone with a lot of repeats, and then a lot of spring reverb coming from the amp. Now all the pedals are left on, but the delay gets kicked on and off during different parts of the song, but you'll see that on screen anyway, and you'll see the settings that I used on the Time Trap Delay on screen. Then when the pedal's not there, that's when I'm kicking off the delay pedal. So I pull that track isolated from the intro song now, just bearing in mind we have the Rattler for the distortion, the Big Spender spinning speaker simulator for the rotosphere tone, then the reverb coming from the amp, and then the Time Trap Delay that you'll see on screen anyway. Okay, so now for the rhythm part, which is Alex's parts. So around this time, he was probably using a Fender Bronco, but he could have been just using his Strat in the studio still. So I decided to use my Strat because it kind of does that Strat thing, obviously, but also gets as close to the Fender Bronco tone. Now for this, it's really, really simple. I've got the Rattler, again, for a bit of distortion, but this time I've actually got a tremolo sound going on. It's quite heavy, fast tremolo. So for that, I decided to use the Harmonious Monk by Jam Pedals with settings like this. And then again, we have the same reverb coming from the amp. So the guitar straight into the amp sounds like this. So there you go, you could hear what each pedal was doing for that. So the Rattler to give us that nice distortion tone, the Harmonious Monk to give us that fast tremolo tone, and then the spring reverb coming from the amp again. So I'll pull that track isolated from the intro song now so you can see and hear exactly what's going on. So there we have it. That was a look at how to sound like one of my favourite B-sides from the Arctic Monkeys, The Bakery. Some really cool guitar tones on this. As usual, we've got Jamie's kind of ambient-y filler guitar parts, and then Alex's really cool rhythm track on this with the fast tremolo, the slight distortion, and the heavy reverb from the amp. But to make Jamie's parts all possible, that time trap delay by Kasleder effects really came in handy, giving us that fast analog delay time with quite a few repeats. And then, of course, we had the Big Spender spinning speaker simulator, the Rattler for the distortion, and the heavy spring reverb from the amp. I've been really impressed by this time trap analog delay by Kasleder effects, so much so that I actually used it in a few covers as well. But if you'd like to find out more about it, there'll be some links down in the description. But let me know down in the comments below how close you thought I got to the original song and any future how to sound like videos you'd like to see me do. Again, there's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. If you did like this sound like video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way I won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.